Welcome to my first garden to table video. In my last video I took you on a tour of our summer garden, and this time I'm bringing some of that garden harvest into the kitchen. Over the past few weeks I've been harvesting fresh vegetables and herbs and using them in some of my favorite summer recipes. So let's start by harvesting some fresh carrots from the garden. They look like they are ready to pick, so I'm going to use them to make one of my favorite summer lunches. While I'm in the garden, I'm also going to pick some cucumbers and zucchinis that are ready to harvest. So this is today's harvest. Let's head into the kitchen and make some lunch. The recipe we're going to make today is a chicken salad sandwich, which has been one of my favorite lunches lately. And of course we're using the fresh carrots we just harvested from the garden. And let's start by cooking the chicken and prepping the vegetables. The chicken is done now, so I'm going to cut it into small pieces and add it to the rest of the ingredients. And this is the finished chicken salad. Since it's lunchtime, I'm going to pick some fresh lettuce from the garden and slice some bread for my sandwich. Now it's time to enjoy my lunch. It's such a beautiful day, so I'm going to enjoy it outside in the garden. A few days later, I had plenty of fresh basil ready to harvest, so I decided to make a batch of homemade pesto. I love having homemade pesto on hand, and I always try to keep some stored in the freezer to use in different recipes. I had just run out of pesto, so today was the perfect time to make a new batch. I will start by giving the basil a good wash and getting the rest of the ingredients ready. Now it's time to blend everything together. Since I'm making quite a large batch, I'm using a blender for this. I may need to add a little more olive oil as I go, depending on the consistency. The pesto is ready. Since I've made quite a large batch, I'm going to freeze some of it. But I'm also keeping some of the fresh pesto to use in the next recipe. I love using ice cube trays for this, because whenever I need some pesto, I can just take out exactly the amount I need. Since I had some pesto ready, I wanted to use it in one of my favorite summer salads, an arugula steak salad with Parmesan. I love the combination of fresh arugula, Parmesan and steak, and luckily I had plenty of arugula growing in the garden, so I went out to harvest some for the salad. The first tomatoes are starting to ripen too, so I'm picking a few to add to the salad. I will start by making the dressing for the salad. This is where I'll be using some of the fresh pesto I just made. Before I continue with the salad, I'm also putting some sweet potato fries in the oven to serve on the side. And this is the finished salad. I'm serving it with some sweet potato fries. And now it's time to enjoy a quiet dinner outside. Next, I'm going to make something I've been wanting to try for a while, homemade pickles using these little snack cucumbers from the garden. You saw me harvesting some of the cucumbers earlier in the video, so let's use them today to make pickles. I'm starting by sterilizing the jars in boiling water to make sure they are clean and ready for the pickles. Next, I'm bringing the ingredients for the pickling liquids to a boil. Finally, I'm adding the cucumbers to the jars together with the hot pickling liquid. I will let them cool down, and for the best flavor, it's recommended to let them sit for at least 2 weeks before enjoying them. For the next recipe, I'm heading back into the garden to harvest some fresh Swiss chard. I'm going to use it to make some delicious puff pastry bites. Let's head back into the kitchen and start by washing the Swiss chards and preparing the filling. Now that the filling is ready, I'm laying out the puff pastry sheets on a baking sheet and getting them ready to fill. To finish them off, I'm brushing them with some beaten egg and adding a sprinkle of sesame seeds. Then they go into the oven at 200 degrees Celsius for about 25 minutes. And here they are, golden and crispy straight from the oven. They turned out really well and I'm looking forward to enjoying them. For the final recipe, I'm heading back into the garden to harvest some fresh ingredients for a couscous salad. I'm picking some spring onions, some mint, parsley and a few of the first tomatoes that are ripe enough to harvest. Here is my little harvest for today. Let's head into the kitchen again and start preparing everything. Now that all the vegetables are chopped, it's time to prepare the couscous. I'm letting it soak in some chicken stock along with some raisins. And here's the finished couscous salad. I love how fresh and colorful the salad is, and it's such a lovely summer dish. I think this is the perfect way to end this little garden to table video. I hope this video gave you some inspiration for making the most of your own garden harvest. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I'll see you in the next one.